Hey there, everybody. You're watching the Brotherhood of Gaming podcast. And guess what? We just saw the Comic-Con trailer for the brand new Batman vs. Superman Dawn of Justice trailer. Oh my god, the chills going up our spines, the excitement. Our bodies are ready. It is real. It is just too much for the handles. That's why I had to bring Gene on board.
So what we decided to do was just kind of give our thought. We're gonna analyze this. Now we're not gonna show the trailer itself for copyright reasons, but we'll play the trailer, and then when we see scenes, and we'll give our thoughts on it, and analyze what's going on.
So yeah, this is good. As podcast wise, it's gonna be a little different. We're gonna overanalyze it a little bit. Stop it every couple of seconds. If you want to do that with us, feel free to watch it and pause it with us, because we're just going to kind of analyze the scenes. We saw it once already. It was beautiful, exciting. Some people are already like, oh, the CGI sucks.
We'll get into that.
Screw you.
We'll get into that. But let's go ahead and start the trailer up. It's about 3.5 minutes long. You can find this on Warner Brothers Pictures YouTube page.
Yep.
First of all, I want to say, finally, they wised up. None of this exclusive stuff that you see trailers that only are at Comic-Con, and
show it to the world.
Finally, it's not one of these older, it's a camera off to the side and we're seeing it at an angle.
That's what I was worried about for a second. Like, is it going to be another one of those bootleg cameras that they're trying to hide because they can't have them showing up?
Or is it one of those fake ones that just want to get views and stuff, and you see like 1 million dislikes? But nope, this is legit. It's the real thing. So this is Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice, Comic-Con trailer 2015. You ready?
Yes.
Let's do this, man. Okay. First off,
all right. Let's pause and read these signs.
All right. First off, we have him showing up at Washington D.C.
Yeah. All right. So we got Earth belongs to humans.
God hates aliens. That's a play on the West Baptist Church.
Yeah.
Aliens doom nations.
Share the planet.
Okay,
so there's supporters in here, but there's also...
This is our world, not yours. Alien, tell us the truth. Superman, illegal alien.
That's
look at the left corner. There's an alien mask with an S on it.
Yeah. Superman saves lives. When invasion becomes reality, something or other. Tell us the truth about aliens.
Man, I'll be honest with you. This is something I've always wanted to see, a scene like that where Superman's being protested and you have supporters who... It's one of those things, not everyone in the world likes Superman.
That's clear in general. Just with modern
yeah.
civilization. Like, even outside of movies, not everybody likes Superman.
Right.
Everybody likes to go parade around. He's a Mary Sue, he's OP, he's terribly written, which you guys are wrong, by the way. Pick up a freaking comic book and you'll know that.
Read the newest issue, the newest arc in Action Comics.
Yeah,
he's more relatable than he's ever been.
Yeah, very much so. Like, he's got police going against him. He's got being forced into it's terrible.
Yeah, but already the trailer got me.
Yeah, already. So we see him flying down in front of Capitol Hill. All right, let's see where it goes from here.
The world needs to know what happened and to know what he stands for.
I'll stop right here.
All right,
I think I think Henry looks even better.
It looks like he bulked up even more. Actually, no. He looks the same. What they did was they added a little more muscular texture to the suit.
I think they brightened it up too. I think that's what they've done.
They brightened it up and they cleaned up his hair.
Yeah, his hair looks more...
He had like the Jerry curl going on in the last movie, but now it's more traditional.
The much more slicked back.
If anything, it looks kind of similar to George Reeves.
Yes, I think that's what they were going for. But yeah, oh man, the suit looks great.
Yeah, okay, so
look at the suit, man.
It's a little sleeker. It's a little shinier.
That's great.
Oh, okay, so yeah, if anything, it's more metallic.
Yeah.
So like the S symbol, the cape, the boots, they're more shinier than they were in the last one.
Yeah, that looks great.
The muscular texture, it's shiny.
It looks like a suit. Like a battle suit, not just even though I love the Christopher Reeve one, this one looks like a suit.
Yeah, because you got to remember in the last movie that the suit was supposed to be just like regular wear.
Right.
People put into question, well, why was the suit there in the suit in the first place? How did it get there? Well, it really didn't take a lot of thinking because, like, look at what they were wearing on Krypton. Like, it's reasonable to assume that these suits were just regular Kryptonian wear. Like, it was just what they wore.
And now, as time passed, he's kind of tricked it out, made it look more armored, more superhero.
It's reasonable. It's reasonable to assume.
Right.
Like, I know they say assuming makes an ass out of you, but no. In the context of what you're seeing on film, and just as time passes, and just what's going on in the background, it's reasonable.
Right.
Because like you don't have to have everything being told to you. You can fill in the blanks yourself.
Right. Yeah. So he's walking into the assembly room.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everyone's like,
power is very dangerous.
stop right there. We have Holly Hunter as the senator.
Yeah.
Holly Hunter's always been a good actress. It's good to see her again. Go ahead.
Yeah. So it looks like they're treating this like a big deal. It's pretty.
Oh, yeah.
It's pretty impressive.
Now
this is interesting. You have Bruce Wayne, who happened to be in Metropolis at the time.
Yes, this is taking place during the battle between Superman and Zod, and he was in Metropolis at the time.
Yeah.
First off, Ben Affleck. I love how his hair is kind of grayish. See, now that was
the part where Zod figured out how to do his eye beams, and he just started like lasering randomly.
Right.
Man of Steel trailer.
Stop.
Okay, now why is he running towards it?
That is so Bruce Wayne.
It is so
That
Bruce
is
Wayne.
so Bruce Wayne. Well, first off, the building was coming down and all the smoke was coming. He was running right to it. That's so Bruce Wayne.
But why?
That's another big question too. And for all the complaints about the destruction and all the stuff going on, there was a purpose to it.
Yeah.
And we're seeing it. Where it wasn't just knocking over buildings just for the sake of knocking over buildings. It's part of a story.
Yeah.
And that's what a lot of people who are criticizing the film just didn't understand.
Yeah, and it's interesting how the cartoons and the comic books got away with this all the time, but apparently once you see it on the big screen, suddenly it's not okay.
Right.
And didn't Marvel's Avengers movie do something very similar with the aliens coming down and trashing civilization?
Right. Well, the thing about this too is that it's Superman, who is in his first couple days as being Superman, fighting General Zod.
The first
fighting General Zod, a guy who's just as strong as he is and more technically sound, going off and having this huge fight. And obviously, as we see, there was a lot of consequences that come from it.
I mean, yeah, you literally got to give you literally got to give Kal-El credit, man. Like all right, it's a given. Throughout his life, he knew that he had these powers. Wasn't sure how to control them well, and that is very understood by the fact that when he first got out of the Kryptonian ship in the first movie, he was just learning how to fly.
Right.
He was messing with it, and within the first day, that first night, immediately all of the world gets taken over by television, saying that you are not alone. We are coming. We're looking for Kal-El, who apparently is residing on your planet. And then the next day, all hell broke loose. So within the first day of learning how to control his powers, he has to fight an entire Kryptonian army that is more than well aware of their powers, their skills as combatants, their history on the planet, what's right and what's wrong to them. So you have to understand, they're feeding Kal-El lies as to their planet as well. So on top of being emotionally confused, he's also having to decide what's right and wrong himself while having to fight everything to protect. That is impressive that he actually was able to win.
But it's also, I can also see how Superman can look back on it and realize that, okay, I can't do something like that again, because in the heat of the moment, he was fighting Zod and all these Kryptonians trying to destroy them, but around him there's all this destruction going on. Yeah, and now he's realized, okay, I can't do it like that anymore. I got to be more responsible with these powers. And maybe he got kind of, taken away for all these amazing things I can do. It wasn't until he stopped and looked back at all the destruction that happened.
You could argue that,
afterwards.
but at the same time, when you're fighting another Kryptonian, name more Kryptonians, can you really blame Superman alone for all of that when you had other aliens that were trying to destroy everything?
Well, Superman's going to hold himself up to a higher standard, and he's going to know that if something like that happens, I can't let something like that happen again. I'm going to try to...
Yeah, fair enough, but it's like, why couldn't he take the fight outside the city? Well, what's stopping them from going back? They've figured out that they're his sheep. He cares. He cares for these Earth people. Like pets, I suppose. So, they're going to use that to their advantage.
Right.
It's a villain thing to do. What's stopping them from going back?
But yeah, so it like I said, it wasn't just destruction porn just for the sake of destruction porn. It's setting up future. There are consequences. It's setting up future events. And there's one we see where Bruce Wayne was actually in Metropolis when this was happening.
Yeah.
Let's go on.
All right, so he's holding on to a child.
Child.
Let the record show that this committee.
This is the destroyed Wayne.
All right,
thing.
yeah, there's a Wayne.
Financial.
Yeah, financial.
It makes sense that with Wayne Company that they would expand beyond Gotham City. That he probably would do a lot of business in Metropolis.
Okay, so yeah, that would explain why he's here.
Right.
Say what you will about Zack Snyder. Okay, so I'm assuming that we're looking at Wayne
Manor.
And it looks
like it's been
out of commission for. Okay, hold
looks
on.
like it was. Looks like it burned down. Yeah, it looks like it's been burned down, or it was like a terrible fire, or something.
All right. I'm gonna make a prediction here.
Mm-hmm.
He hasn't been Batman in forever.
I'm sure he hasn't. I think that's the whole thing.
Maybe, yeah. Because considering nobody has even talked about Batman, leads me to assume that okay, maybe he hasn't been Batman in some time.
Maybe he was Batman for a long time, but maybe one of his villains, maybe like the Joker or something.
Maybe.
Because we now know Joker does live in this universe. Found out that Suicide Squad.
Oh, that takes place in the same?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
It's a cinematic universe, man. It's all one universe now. But yeah. Matter of fact, Suicide Squad is the next movie right after this, and it goes on in there. But maybe it's a situation where the Joker or one of his enemies found out that he was Bruce Wayne, and they attacked Wayne Manor. And, maybe something happened, someone died, maybe Jason Todd, and maybe that caused him to finally to give up being Batman.
It's just quite a sight to look at, because you just want to look
really
at it and like analyze it. Like, okay, why is it in a state of
weeds?
Yeah, why is it in a state of disrepair?
It's basically been abandoned.
Where does Alfred fit into
Assuming
all this?
This is Wayne Manor.
Yeah, assuming it is.
Yeah.
Again, reasonable to assume.
Right.
Also reasonable to assume that the Batcave is still very much alive in there.
Yeah, so you go from there. That looks like it's Alfred, by the way, that's walking through that. Yeah. Stop.
Batcave?
Batcave, or maybe one of Bruce's new digs, his new secret area.
No, Batcave. There it is. There's a Batsuit.
There's a Batsuit, right. Definitely back. It looks like there's the Batmobile on the far right corner.
Batboat.
Batboat, yeah.
Like you said, like we've mentioned, Batman's been established here for some time. So again, going on the whole reasonable to assume thing, reasonable to believe that he has accumulated quite an impressive Batcave with all the fixings that he's known to have. Because Batman.
Batman, exactly. Okay.
That's how it starts.
All right. Wayne Tower devastated. You let your family die. Okay, who did that?
You let your family die.
I doubt it's the Joker.
Could be.
Who knows about Bruce Wayne's family?
That's the question. Might be the Joker.
I guess it's possible.
That would be amazing. But yeah, he's holding a newspaper clip says Wayne Tower devastated, dozens killed. You let your family die.
Now,
maybe he's seen something.
Like
maybe Batman Bruce has been poisoned or something. Maybe he's seeing something that isn't there.
Dozens killed. You let your family die. Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I'm trying to think about it. Like I was thinking, well, what if they died in that Metropolis event? Oh no, that couldn't work. Then why was he Batman in that at all?
Right.
The fever. The rage that turns good men.
Suit looks awesome.
Suit looks fine.
Cruel.
Alfred.
This Bat vigilante is like a one-man reign of terror.
Now who's that? Victor Zsasz?
Could be Victor Zsasz. Well, what happened after that is that we have the cops going to an area that they were called in. There's a guy who's tied up there, and he has a bat symbol like engraved into his chest. It could be Zsasz or just some random criminal, just kind of a calling card, letting everyone know that Batman's back in town.
Yeah, it could be.
A one-man reign of terror. You don't get to decide what the right thing is. Nobody cares about Clark Kent taking on the Batman.
It's great to see. Stop for a second. It's great to see Lawrence Fishburne, the cast from Superman's cast here. We see Perry White. Now we're going to Lois Lane.
Yeah.
It's all some people have.
This I thought was amazing. How there's a flood going on somewhere, and then they put the giant S on top of their roofs.
It's like they had chalk or something and just put the big
paint
or something. Put the S there.
Yeah, and they want Superman to come and help.
It's all that gives them hope.
Oh.
That is awesome. Seeing him just like floating there, like he's not God, but
I am
next
Jesus.
best.
I am Jesus.
He's not God, but God damn it if he's not the next best thing.
Well, you know, when you talk about Superman, that kind of imagery is always going to be there because he's always been kind of like
He's always been the symbol that people want to be.
Jesus wrapped in the U.S. flag, basically. That's kind of always been colored, kind of. But yeah, you're right. There's always going to be that savior. You know, that's always going to be that imagery is always going to be there when it comes to Superman.
Yeah, that was awesome.
People hate what they don't understand.
Now, of course, that's probably a tired old thing. Like they always fear what they don't understand. Yeah, we know it's a tired old message, but you know, it's one that still people don't get.
It's still relevant to this day.
Yeah, of course.
He's on the Kent farm talking to Martha.
Mhm.
And of course Diane Lane still looks great. Okay.
Be their hero, Clark.
Nice.
Be Joel. Be their mom.
Now,
Nice.
what the hell is up with the people with the skull faces?
It's he's in Mexico, and this might be like Day of the Dead or the
Yeah,
Day of the
maybe.
Dead celebration. Yeah. They're all worship. Basically, now that's the scene from the first one where he's kind of being worshipped as a god.
Actually, you want to know what's really interesting to point out? Not to get biblical, but actually, yeah, to get biblical. You remember the thing where Jesus was walking down the aisle and like he told that people can't touch him,
right?
but then that old lady who was sick with like some diseases or some, she touched his robe, and she was instantly healed. And then Jesus turned around and was like, "Who touched me? Who was that? Who touched me?" Because apparently he wasn't supposed to be touched. But then when she confessed that it was her and she was sick, he pointed out that it was her faith that had made her well. So I think that that's what this scene is kind of like. People are touching him, thinking that.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good point. If I could just touch him, I'll be well. Or
Yeah, it
I'll
was
be healed.
your faith has made you well.
And you can see how uncomfortable it makes him.
It makes him uncomfortable because he doesn't want to be viewed as a god. He isn't a god. He knows he's not a god,
Right.
and he doesn't want to be.
Right.
Like, he doesn't want to be worshipped. That's Superman's thing. He does not want to be worshipped. He doesn't like the attention like that. In fact, he doesn't like attention.
That's what's always made Superman interesting to me as a character. What would a guy do if he had all these powers? Because you gotta remember too, he's basically a normal guy. He was just he was raised in Kansas. He was
Yeah.
raised in the Midwest. You know, he watched football. He was a farmer. You know, he's just a regular dude that has all these crazy, insane powers. How would you handle that?
Yeah, and he just
To
looks
me,
so.
that's what makes him so relatable.
And this is brilliant that they're touching on this. It's
Right.
it's an uncomfortable situation for everyone.
right,
Monument. Be anything they need you.
like a destruction,
Or be none of it.
saving it.
You don't know this world a thing.
You know, I like that. I like that. I like that. I always kind of envisioned that in the trailer where Martha would say, you know what? She would see all these people like talking all this bad stuff about her son, and she would be like a good mother, like, forget them. You don't owe them anything.
Yeah, you don't.
Yeah, they wouldn't even be here if it wasn't for you.
Yeah, it's a motherly thing to do.
Very motherly
She's
thing.
being a supportive mother.
Yes.
Do you know the oldest lie in America?
Lex Luthor.
Devils don't come from hell beneath us.
He looks manipulative, doesn't
He
he?
does. He like it's like Clark is now bowing down in front of Lex Luthor. This makes me think of two things.
I don't know if he's bowing down or if he's just kind of like in a state of position where he doesn't know and he's confused and he's just falling to his knees, and Lex is like trying to lift up his spirits through manipulation.
That's possible. Let's continue watching the rest of it.
Because obviously he doesn't look like he's.
Well, I don't know.
But at the same time, maybe he's got him by the balls on something.
I think that maybe somehow he's mind controlling him.
I think that's a bit much.
I think that's a possibility to have. That's my thing. But yeah, I to me, I just think Lex Luthor is the guy who's going to be like pulling the strings on everyone here.
Yeah, I think it's a bit much considering what he looks like. Considering how Superman looks, I think Lex has some leverage on him.
Okay.
Maybe he's got Lois or something. Maybe he's got, yeah, or maybe he has something on him that he's kind of got him by the balls and he's forcing him to do stuff.
Okay.
Come from the sky.
Now,
Michael Shannon, they got his body.
Yeah, they got General Zod's body. That opens up some real possibilities. Well, number one, he's had that suit.
Yeah.
A lot of people are predicting, and I agree, that maybe Luthor uses that suit to build his Lex.
Yeah, he expands upon the armor.
Expands upon the armor to make his Lex body armor. And with Zod and Krypton, they can do all sorts of experiments. This could be how Doomsday gets created.
This could be how they come up with kryptonite, by exploring like the molecular structure and what weakens it.
Right, exactly.
20 years in Gotham.
Stop. Is that...
Ha ha ha, Joker on...
Keep going for a second.
I mean, good
Stop.
guys.
Ha ha ha, joke's on you, Batman.
Yeah, that's Robin's
Oh.
suit. That's what... See the art?
Yes, it's
that's,
Robin's
that's
suit.
That's Jason Todd's suit.
Oh.
Joke's on you, Batman. That's why I think Joker actually found out that he's Bruce Wayne, and he attacked him.
And killed Jason Todd.
Chill Jason Todd. Aha, joke's on you, Batman.
This opens up quite a number of possibilities. Okay, so Joker probably did destroy Wayne Manor. He probably found his way into the Batcave and messed up all this stuff.
Joke's on you, Batman. Oh, that's great. This is all the stuff I've always wanted to see in
Now
live
they're
action.
bringing the comic books into the movies.
Very
now,
much.
now we're not doing origin story movies with single plots. Now we're getting in there.
We're actually taking storylines, famous storylines, and putting it in in the movie or
Sucks that it took 2015 for that. Really?
I was like, really?
We're just now doing this?
About time, but yeah. Oh, that's great.
Oh.
'Cause if you notice, look what he's holding. Look what it's holding. It's only a pole,
Yeah.
a detachable pole. So that's the Robin suit.
Now we just got to figure out which Robin it was. Was it Dick? Was it Jason? Stephanie?
I'm saying it's Jason.
yeah,
that's my
like,
prediction. That it was Jason Todd.
Probably.
Oh, Diana Lane.
He has the power.
Where is this?
That's why because if you notice, here's the army guys who have the Superman insignia on.
And they're instantly bowing down to him. Like, I don't want to say Superman has an army. Lord knows he doesn't.
I have a couple of thoughts, and it's just me making predictions.
Superman Outer Heaven.
Superman Outer Heaven. Yeah, we talked about that. Well, one thing was like, Superman Outer Heaven, if Superman actually had his own secret police force. I don't think they're going to do that now, but I'm thinking, I have two thoughts. Either one, Lex is somehow controlling Superman, or two, and this is probably a little off, but it's a clone.
I have my own thought. The patches, it reminds me of Young Justice when Connor was getting the patches from Luthor and he was using those to control him.
Control him, right.
Like,
That's another possibility, too.
Wipe out the entire human race.
Okay, that's the Dark Knight. Dark Knight Returns. Looks great.
I'm gonna have to destroy him.
Stop. What do you think about them once again recreating the Bruce's parents died?
as long as they glance over it.
Yeah, this would now be like what, the third time we've seen
Yeah,
it.
like we generally get the idea, but if it actually does something different that we need to know, like if there is some differences behind it, who did it, like why does it matter? Glance over it, I'm fine with it.
Right. Oh wait, we'll go back. Oh, that was the Batwing.
Yeah.
There's Lois Lane.
Mm-hmm.
Diana. There we go.
Okay. Wonder Woman.
Finally, we got Wonder Woman. It looks like she's like bringing her bracelets together to create
Yeah.
like a shockwave.
You're gonna go to war.
Ooh. Bruce Wayne in the Middle East. He's got like a Batman, like a desert Batman suit.
Yeah, like why?
that's great. Okay,
He's not our enemy.
stop for a second. What did Alfred just say to
He
Bruce?
is not our enemy.
Right.
Okay, so LexCorp.
Mm-hmm.
Something happened at LexCorp.
Right. Kryptonite.
Kryptonite.
There's the fight.
In blue,
Diana.
God versus man.
God versus man.
God versus man. Right.
Day
Whew.
versus night.
Day versus Night.
The red capes are coming.
The Red Capes
The
are coming.
red capes are coming.
The Red Capes are coming.
Yeah, the British are going.
Damn, that looks so good.
Wow. Well, I am truly excited about this.
Now that's a trailer. Cancel it.
Yeah.
That is a trailer. Not tease. That's a trailer.
This is all too exciting. They hit us with so much and told us very little, but left a lot to think about.
Yeah, it left it also very ambiguous because, to me, I just think that Lex Luthor is the one who's definitely pulling all the strings, and because neither one looks like they're completely in the right or completely in the wrong. It's just like something's going on that Luthor is pinning these two guys against each other.
Yeah, it also comes off like Batman's kind of the villain.
Okay.
Again, not saying he is. Or
Well, that was
isn't.
my opinion. No, this is Will's opinion.
But yeah, they're trying to play. At least they're trying to play it off like Batman might be the a-hole of the film.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're trying to make. They're trying to show the world that Superman can still bring good storylines and not just within the confines of comic books, but show the rest of the world who aren't regular comic book readers that Superman is not just some Mary Sue overpowered, poorly written character that he's never been. But just because you see the movies or see the cartoons does not immediately make you a Superman expert.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think this is their way of trying to show the world via big screen that he can still bring some of the most interesting plots.
Yes. A lot of people have been complaining about the CGI. I think it looks fine.
It looks fine, guys. It's a movie. Movies,
It's a comic book movie too.
movies
It's
are
supposed-
fake.
It's supposed to look amazing. It's supposed to look really exaggerated, but I thought it looked great.
It looks fine.
I think we're in a time now where people see CGI, they automatically think, "Oh, it's bad." Like, no, there's good CGI out there.
There's been bad animatronics. Believe
Yeah,
me.
I know. But yeah, that's a really good trailer. I think it lets you know what's going on. It makes you see some new things. It's really interesting to see how Wonder Woman is going to fit in all this. Now, you had a thought that maybe she's the one that ends up
Breaking
it
up the fight.
Yeah, breaking
between-
up the fight.
and showing that Lex or so has been behind it all.
Maybe truth,
Maybe.
lasso truth. That's kind of what she
Maybe
is.
that's what they. Yeah, maybe that's why they brought her in. Lasso of Truth.
Lasso of truth, right?
So,
So, final thoughts on it, Bill?
it truly better than the last trailer where it was very ambiguous for the worst, where people were kind of having negative thoughts like, are they trying to make Superman the villain just to make Batman, just to milk the Batwagon again?
Mm-hmm.
Now it looks promising. Really excited for this one. Got chills up my spine when I was watching it 3 times, actually.
Yeah, third time we watched it, and this has been amazing.
So, yeah.
I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm
really,
excited.
Really
I
excited.
want to see it now.
I know that sucks though. We have to wait till March of next year, but that's a trailer. And
So, guys, let us know what you think.
please let us know.
Tell us what your thoughts on the trailer. We'd love to hear from you. Meanwhile, you've been watching the brotherhoodofgaming.com, our podcast. Be sure to check out the official website where we offer anything and everything. And we will see you on the next big podcast special. Subscribe!